I'm just prepping now to put some liners on these scales. So I've got purple G10 liners. It's quite a nice dark purple. I've keyed up both sides, all the surfaces I'm going to be gluing together. Got some clamps. This is a glass plate, and I've got some greaseproof paper on there. I got my glue, and yeah, I've got some rubbing alcohol. I'm just about to clean up all the surfaces, make sure everything's free of debris and dust. That's cool. So everything's nice and clean now. Make sure not to touch anything with my hands. And any of the surfaces I've just cleaned, they're getting glued up. So I'm using West Systems G-Flex epoxy. It's 2-part epoxy. You just mix it 1-to-1. You can work with it for quite a long time, but then you have to leave it 24 hours to set. But it's like a marine grade epoxy. Also gluing up inside, because if you try and do this outside, the epoxy is just like super thick and harder to work with. It takes longer to dry. Okay, so you do need a decent amount to get a good coverage. And you need to give it a good mix, so I think at least a minute, maybe a minute and a half. I recommend just mixing. You've got a long work time with this epoxy, it's not like 5-minute epoxy. So yeah, give it a good mix up. So I just put on plenty, the excess will squeeze out. To both surfaces. Okay, all the surface is done. I'm going to change the camera angle so you can see what I do for the next bit. So I'm going to give them a wiggle front and back, forwards and backwards, and side to side as well. That's gonna help get a good contact everywhere and squeeze out glue that I don't need. And then carefully clamp it up basically. They do kind of want to squirm around when you clamp them up, so sometimes you have to adjust them as you go, and yeah, check back to make sure the scales haven't slid off the liners or anything like that. Good. Okay, good. Just going to flip this around to the other side. And exactly the same on this one. So yeah, there we have it. I am happy with that. It's still on. Yeah, I will check back in a couple of minutes. I might move them about a little bit just to make sure they're more centered, but yeah, that's about right. And then yeah, I just have to leave them for 24 hours before I can start working with them again.